Hi, I'm Madison Clark from the Bellows studio.
No more Bellows!
And this is Betrayal. The day I was born was the hottest day of the year, and I kept you up all night, tearing my way through your fragile body, ripping your delicate womb so that you split in half, and you were weeping. I nearly killed both of us, but 97 stitches, 10 hours later, I was freed from the cage that had wrapped itself around me. Baby body beaten and bruised like a fleshy brown apple that falls in September, rotted from the inside out, weeping. Daddy held me and assured you that I was beautiful, while you tried to rest peacefully for the first time in months. But tired, distorted, and recovering, you lied shaking in the hospital bed, weeping. Soon, you would find yourself swallowing ibuprofen like secrets before nursing, since I would gnaw at your bare breast until your nipples bled. I was bone from bone, flesh from flesh, so you loved me, but there you would silently curse me, knowing I would soon vomit your milk and your love like poison, weeping. Sometimes I would just become too much for you, like the August night that you told me, get out of the car, walk home. I was only 5 years old, and it was your attempts to nourish your growing child that allowed me to be there. It was too dark to see where home was. And while the bullfrogs were belching and the crickets were chirping, I could hear my elder sister weeping. Then when my breasts began to rise like breath from my pale chest and I shaved my legs too early, you did your best to ignore my physical stretches towards womanhood until I taught myself to use tampons, weeping. Your mama has been mad at you since the day you were born, says my grandmother. And I know she's right. Because you told me all you'd wanted to be was a mother until me. And you said I asked for too much or I interacted too little, that I lied to flatter or was simply too bitter, and I manipulated my father. I turned him against you, a bad influence on my sister, and after all we've been through, I still haven't learned that you are my mother. Weeping. We're both weeping as we stare at each other, and you swallow your rage and your frustration for me for our separation. Severed at birth like the umbilical cord that wrapped itself around my neck, trying to lasso me back into you, weeping because I know I will never be able to say I'm sorry enough for leaving you. Your arms are the umbilical cord, your entire body is the womb, and as I pull myself away from our embrace, leaving you like I did 18 years ago, I am weeping.